Normally I do this part of SelfCare Saturday without a shirt on. However, I'm going to keep my hairy chubbiness to myself because I think if the internet doesn't like women without their shirts off, then I don't think it should be okay with men without their shirts on. So, t-shirt it is. I should probably specify that all of these products are non-spons. I don't get paid or covered for any of this. It's never really been a concern for me, however, I know sometimes there's questions. I hate doing this, however, I drink a lot of coffee, not super white. Oh, I've got to say, the mouthpiece for whitening is one of my least favorite steps. I do it because I actually get results. I use the strips too on occasion, but I find them really unpleasant because they slide around. At least with these, it's a shorter period of time. And it's isolated. It's not going to go everywhere. It's still gross, but better. Oh, and one thing I will recommend is probably going to sound really weird. There's these bamboo toothbrushes you can get. This particular one is April, May, June, so it's almost ready to go. I always forget. I first started cutting my hair about 20 years ago, maybe a bit less. A friend of mine had been my dedicated hairstylist, and he was kind of like, I don't know, an adoptive uncle, teaching me the way of the gay man, steam baths and safe sex and speaking up for yourself. And sadly he died. He had a professional set of hair clippers that I inherited, and I used those for, I don't know, 15 years. It just didn't feel right to get my haircut by anybody else. I tried it a couple times and it was just strange. So I taught myself how. I had a lot of bad haircuts along the way though. Oh. Usually it's more involved, but the top is good. It's already thin enough. Oh, love it when it's empty in here. What are you talking about, overfull? Does anyone else ever get just random itchy nipple? Like, for long periods of time? Random, R-I-N syndrome? RINS? Random itchy nipple disorder. RIN?
So it's cross country.
I don't even remember.
Nope,
like, how was that only 2012? It feels like it was ages ago. 10. Oh yeah, actually.
6 years ago.
I don't know, it's like my brain has totally edited it out. Last steps on this Self-Care Saturday. There's a couple things that I try to do on a weekly basis. Pretty simple ones. But I find it takes away a little bit of the worry and provides consistent maintenance. One is clean my glasses. I'll go through and clean all of them. I have a few different pairs for a variety of different reasons, but that way I don't have to worry about any kind of buildup and residue. I'll give them a solid wipe down. I already scrubbed the stems, but the lenses themselves definitely benefit from a little extra microfiber attention. Now, I started doing self-care on the weekends about 10 years ago as kind of a checklist. Things that I wanted to do to maintain both my mental and my physical well-being, because I was finding that I kept putting it off, or I'd only do it on certain weeks, or I'd find that it would be months and months between doing certain things. So if it was something that I did every single weekend consistently, one, I'm getting those things taken care of, and two, it actually feels really good. Spending that time concentrating on yourself, making sure that you're getting your shit done. It's worthwhile. Now, typically I did it on Sundays. Sundays viewed as kind of the start of the week, fresh start, etc. From now forward, though, I'm swapping it to Self-Care Saturdays because I want to do run day on Sunday. And I kind of like this because as much as I was viewing it as a fresh start to the start of the week, this is like conclude the week. Wrap everything up, get it all done, and then wake up tomorrow and I'm good. I'm ready. I can just go out, go for a run. I don't have to worry about everything else. It's kind of nice. Glasses. Now I also clean accessories. So anything that I use and wear regularly. My phone gets a big wipe down. Every surface of it, all the buttons. I clean my bank cards. I clean my keys in my pocket. my Fitbit, and I've had a couple people ask about what this is. This is a Road ID runner's tag, especially useful when I'm going for those like 2, 3, 4 a.m. runs in the middle of the night when nobody's around and I could fall down or die. Paired with an app that'll actually send little breadcrumb texts to the person that you designate so that they can look it up on a map and see where you are. It's actually pretty useful. I just wear it all the time. You can choose what you want on the little badge here. Mine is my name, doctor's name, 2 contact names, and then you can pick like a word, whatever that you want as a theme. I forget most of the time that I even have it on. Now, I've been having some issues with Fitbit lately. The app has been crashing a lot. I gave up using it entirely this week and have been trying out the Google Fitness app as well as Zombies Run and really enjoying both of them. Super easy, neither one has crashed, which kind of a big deal. But I do like the consistent step counting. As much as the Google app counts, since it's used via my phone, I have to have my phone on me all the time, and while I typically do, there are definitely times that I don't have it with me. Last thing I'm going to do right now is a little bit of beard balm, but I'm going to set that aside. You know, every week I do this, and this is kind of the physical side of it. It's calming, it's soothing, it's part of that meditation and maintenance. But what I also like to do is plan out my next week. I go through and I use a whiteboard and I'll write down all the activities that I want to get done, that I need to get done, that I've got scheduled, and I'll plan them out and really think about what are my goals. Sometimes I also set like personal goals too. Like I really want to focus on speaking up more, or generosity, or compassion, or patience. You know, things that either are in specific need in my life or things that I think that I'd like to grow. Feels good. Thanks for joining me on SelfCare Saturday. I look forward to talking with you again in the future. Please subscribe and like, and feel free to comment below. What do you do on a weekly basis for self-care?